in a Sudbury Wolves uniform, but boy, he's helping out in other places, and that 28-game playoff experience that's only going to help even more as you get closer to playoff time.
Prott's own. Protz dumps it down into the Barrie zone. Around the boards it'll go. Goes past the Barrie player. Shot by Prott's right on. And then they'll dump it out to the neutral zone. And here come the Colts, as I mentioned, playing last night at home against Windsor. And they'll tip it past. That's Yearwood. Nicholas Yearwood will go after. So 1-0 score just 4.5 minutes into this first period of play. Back the other way. Here comes Shamar Moses. Moses will get it directed towards the net as he's out in the front of the slot area looking for a tip, as the shot does not go towards the net but around the corner. Back to this right point, but it was a little bit too tight off the boards, and Yearwood clears it to the far side. Trying to get it around. Oh, nice pass. Almost went in there, but didn't have enough steam. Cleared off to the far side now. Landon McCallum hard back to the point. Shot and deflected. And Ferrand now battling for possession. Ferrand, a no-look pass cross ice. Mathmania couldn't pick that one up. Across the line, they will drop it back. Feeding it off to the front of the net. Now a bouncing puck near the near side boards. And Yearwood will make it count as he hits McCallum right on the stick. And then
get that high shot, pelter type of game.
Nice draw, wind draw, but he won it right back outside the zone. This is a power play for Barrie. It's a 2-minute minor up on Villeneuve's side of the clock, the Wolves side of the clock. We'll wait for the official call here from the arena announcer to find out what he is getting. Perhaps, as you said, instigator may be part of it. Into the near side corner. And Touré will pick that one up. Not only knock the Barrie player to the ground, but get the puck down the length of the ice as well, as the Colts, Connor Punnett has it now. Punnett faked the shot and then will turn it back over on this side, cleared away by Jelsma, and they'll dump it in around the boards to the near side corner. Jelsma trying to corral it back around the boards. Back around to this near side now. Punnett rather feeds off to the far side. Nice stop there. The naughty list for you,
It's
sir.
not lying if you stick with it.
Around the boards it goes. And there is Chase Coughlin kicking it around the boards. It'll go past the goaltender. And it actually slid by Kieran Walton as he tried to pick that one up too. Caden Taylor out to complete that threesome. It'll be brought up by Evan Passmore. Passmore will dump it into the corner. Around the boards, they clear it back to the point, kept in. As Barrie has a quick shot at the far left circle, and that one just went wide. Not by much either. Caden Taylor now dumping into that far corner. Coughlin will be there to try to stop it off. Touré can't do it either. And the pass went off of Touré's stick. Moses is former Sudbury Cub who's been picked up by the Colts and has done quite well for himself. Back a bouncing puck. It'll be controlled by Jabril Touré. Touré lets the shot go, but that one went behind the net. Price decides to come in on the play. Goes around the sprawled out, and they jam it in. As Newton has a bit of steam, Nolan Newton. And it was Nolan Newton, I'm sorry, 16 is the young fellow that's been brought up from the Greater Sudbury Cubs and has been making quite an impression with the Barrie Colts so far. Big loss to the Cubs, but certainly good on him for making the OHL club thus far. Here comes Price with a shot. Rebound, second shot, and McCallum couldn't quite get there in time. Behind the net they'll go, and McCallum steps around the Barrie player. Puck comes up the boards. Yearwood will throw a quick check and then dumped in by Moses. Behind the net, Bondress leaves it there for Jabril Touré. Tried to cough it up. Yearwood with it. Long pass over to the far side. Landon McCallum just dumping it in slowly. And then he'll fight for possession against Jack Brody. Back to the point. Wolves will move it in. Nolan Call with a quick shot wide of the net. DeAngelis to that open far corner. And picked up by Landon McCallum once more. McCallum trying to get it in front of the net for Ferrand. Ferrand standing his ground as he gets bounced off the puck, but still holding tight in there. Yearwood now. Yearwood looking back to the point. He will work it all the way around, but didn't get much on it. Couldn't get that shot away. And Collins is with it. So some good control, puck control by the Wolves here as they get it back to the point, but unfortunately 46 seconds into this period, second period. Puck cleared to the far side now. Ferrand will take his man up against the boards. Comes back the other way. Yearwood to Walton. Ferrand is there as well on his right. Walton trying to work his way around and find an opening, get around that Barrie player. Still hanging onto the puck. Collins with it now. A delayed penalty coming up and a slash puck.
Now, Nick DeAngelis, 3 points on the game, and boy, we talked about him. He has been one of the best defenders in the entire OHL over the last week and a little bit. Extended his assist streak to 7 straight games and now has 12 points over that stretch.
And he's playing with so much confidence out there right now. Number 95 for the Wolves. Pushing it ahead there is Touré to David Goyette. Goyette looks in front of the net, tries to hit Musty with it. The bouncing pass, he just took a swipe at it, got a piece. Back the other way now. Eduard Sale. Couldn't come up with the puck. Goyette does, but unfortunately intercepted by Jodwin. Jodwin will turn around and look for somebody to throw it in the slot area. And what a nice stop by Jakob Vondras. Has now back the other way. A wide open Quentin Musty cuts in front of the net. Lost the puck at the last moment. Then he's trying to find somebody to send it back to. Shot from the point by DeAngelis and a good save by Ben West. Back around on this side. Goyette falls on the play, gets back up again. Trying to take it away from the Colts, but they managed to clear the zone. Now DeAngelis in a foot race with Nolan.
With the Barrie Colts, and they get a big boost to their lineup with that import pick. Kind of taken later in that first round of the import draft. 20 points in 21 games this season for the Colts.
Well, Chalet just got put into the face-off draw after his centerman was waved out. Won the draw. Now it's the Wolves back in across the line. Walton goes head first to the ground, and then he'll get up again. And losing his footing there was Villeneuve off the draw as he got a little bit of help from the Barrie Colts. Vondras is out. Keeps it working around. Musty. It's checked off the puck. Musty trying to go back the other way with it. And some good work by DeAngelis to work it around. Now Nolan Collins will turn it around back the other way. Here come the Wolves. Quentin Musty. Musty, nice play as he gives it back over to Chitteroni, looking for that first OHL goal instead of being too worried about scoring the hat trick. Send it off to Chitteroni in the slot. There's a bouncing puck off of Musty's stick and over top of Nolan Collins' head. Nick DeAngelis
against London gave up 4 goals on 27 shots. Rebounded nicely, as you mentioned, that 4-1 win. So Hillenbrand had made the last 2 starts for the Colts.
Shot and back again. Is it going to be a question of last shot wins? Eduard Sale gets a nice pass in. And a backhand shot. I'm running out of room on the score sheet here, so let's hope watch it here. Chalet goes, and then the backhand pass right onto his stick. And he was allowed to go in and put it upstairs and give the Barrie Colts.
And goes up high, and the Barrie Colts, for as much scoring as the Wolves have done, they're keeping themselves within striking distance. It's a 3-goal game.
Back the other side. They'll bank it off the boards. Here comes Sudbury once again. Villeneuve across the line. Shot, a bouncer, and back to the point. Punt it rather. Will take the thing again. And he does. Just didn't get a lot on it, but punt it now. Will clear it to the far side. Quick shot. Hits a body in front. Wolves have got Nathan Villeneuve there. Clearing it back to the line. Punnett can't keep it in. McCallum will help out. And now Landon McCallum has a bit of a break going. Quick shot. Score! On the draw. He's been awful good on it and does it again. Kept in by Punnett. Punnett to the far side. There's his shot. Bondras got a piece of it. Now Nolan Collins trying to gobble it up. Jelsma gets knocked down, but he gets up again and gets it back to the point where Punnett picks it up, then banks it off the boards. Back to Punnett at the point. Over on that far side. They look for a far shot, or at least a shot to go to the far side, but not able to do so. Now Landon McCallum is in there, but still hanging on to it, trying to get it over to the far side, getting back to Punnett. Waiting for it in the corner, but they'll give it away back to Punnett. Chris Punnett at the point. Shot, second opportunity, jammed in by Shamar Moses, and it is now a 7-5 hockey game. And Toure, so Toure picking up another point there. It's at least 3 for him, and
no goal.
No goal.
We'll scratch that one off, Gary. Here's a look overhead.
Well, it definitely went in there, no doubt about that one. I think it might have had to do with the offside earlier. Ken McKenzie was getting it explained to him from the other referee, and now they're finally ready to go with a minute and 44 seconds. I said a minute and 1 a while ago, but they added on the time, and there's still time in this power play right now. Back to Punnett. Punnett's pass off the stick of Nathan Villeneuve. Now Villeneuve over to Punnett. Goes past him. Back to Punnett. Over on that far side off the skate. And off a shin pad as well. As Eduard Sale was trying to let that one go. Falling on it. Calling a penalty there was Nolan Collins, but he has no authority to do that. So the play continued right on. McCallum is out front along with Villeneuve, trying to get that puck away from the Barrie Colts. Less than a minute now in this period as it comes over to Beaudoin. He'll work in far side, bouncing puck. Now McCallum will have an opening and clear it down the ice. That's a tire change, and the Colts will send out some fresh recruits. Working it back into the Sudbury zone. DeAngelis with it now. His pass almost intercepted. Not sure where he was going with that one. McCallum across the line. Musty is out there as well as Goyette. Shot towards the net. Cleared away by Hillenbrand. As he took over after the 6th goal went by Ben West. And he's allowed another one himself. Across the line. Quick shot. They cleared away. DeAngelis did. Got it out of harm's way. And now right out in front. Another great stop by Bondras as a point-blank range. Landon McCallum, backhand shot, and a good. And Nate Krawchuk is there to leave it for Wolves player. That is Bratz. And they get it down deep into the zone. Chalet with it now. Banked off the back of the net. Yearwood with it, trying to control the bouncing puck. Not able to do so. And the Barrie Colts feeling a renewed sense and some invigoration out there. That'll happen when you score a couple of shorthanded goals, and 3 on the night. Broken stick and a penalty call coming up against Toure. As the slashing call will no doubt be called in a moment as the TV. Barrie with possession of the Sudbury zone. Another power play here for the Colts. They'll work that one towards the corner. Deflects off a body and still held on to by the Colts. A shot off of a body there. And then cleared out to the neutral zone as it hit a Barrie player on its exit from the zone. Bo Jelsma. Little backhand pass. Connor Punnett was going the other way. He'll go back and retrieve it. Punnett will. And heads across the red line and then jumps in after the puck. Trying to make it pass as the sticks go up a little bit between him and Alex Ferran. And Hillebrandt will stop it there for Punnett. Up to Gelsma. At the line. He gets knocked down. A couple of players fall on their faces there as DeAngelis got in the way of them. Conan will come off and be replaced for power play goals. So you were talking earlier about how much the specialty teams have meant tonight. Now Toure back on the ice after serving his penalty. Now Sudbury will pick it up and get it out of the zone. Long shot into the corner. Villeneuve will have a word with Connor Punnett as they line up 1-3 against this hockey club, as Ferran is the top man out. Dumped into the corner. Toure knocked the man off the play. High sticking was the call to Landon McCallum. Back to Punnett at the point. Feeds it over to the far corner. Punnett looking for that pass from Cole Boldwin. He's got it now. Dumps it in towards the net, but he hit Villeneuve with it. Now the Wolves trying to scramble back in their box formation one more time. It's a little bit of a hornet's nest out there right now. They're not quite getting it. Punnett now on that side and falling and taking the stop is number 77. And as you said, 37 seconds left, down two men right now on the power play, and they're just one goal down. Back and forth between Chalet and Punnett. They'll switch positions. Punnett had to take that on his backhand, so not able to get the shot away. Chalet in that far side. They had Wolves catch a break and cleared down the ice by Toure. 15 seconds now before the first player, McCallum, can come back onto the ice. Feeding it up to Gelsma. Bop the back off the end boards. Here comes McCallum. Falling on the play was Villeneuve. Falling in behind there is Nolan Collins. And now it's going to be a big break for Barrie back the other way. Gelsma's pass, though, was a little bit too far. And now Nolan Collins will try to get it up. Cleared down the ice this time by Villeneuve. And there's 3 minutes left in the power play right now. Goal, it managed to just get by Hillbrand and give Sudbury an 8-6 lead. Still plenty of time left in this one. 7 minutes and 23 seconds, and the Colts are still on the power play. Now Punnett will feed off, and they'll dump it into the zone. Cole Boldwin going after it. Boldwin gets there first of all. It's a 5-on-4 scenario right now with the Wolves down just that one man. Chasing a little bit there is Musty. Shot off the side of the net. And
4-on-4 or 5-on-5, but this has just had everything in this game.
Massive draw, the one by the Colts. They'll feed it back to Punnett. Punnett tried to get it over and then just about lost it, but held on to. Over on this side, Chalet let that go, rang that off the post. Waved off by the official right beside the net as he heard the ding, as we did up here as well. Another shot. Krawchuk reached out for it, but it didn't get through. It's a shooting gallery down there right now, but the Wolves are doing a good job of blocking some of those shots. And Goyette with the puck right now. Goyette feeds it through his legs, but it's intercepted by Punnett for Nick Yearwood. Less than a minute remaining. And now Savard will control it for Barrie back the other way. Gets the return pass. He'll bank it off the end boards and into the possession. Savard now looking to just slow things down a little bit. 33 seconds remaining as the We Want 10 chant did start up and died down a little bit. Now back this side. Long pass as they skate in over to the front of the net, trying to move it around. Mania there pushing his man back off the puck, and they're still having a little bit of a pushing and shoving match. And the puck will finally drop in front of the Barrie players. Savard will work it away from Taylor. Hayden Taylor's having a chance. 3 seconds left, and that'll do it.